So, class starts now. Who wants to figure out how to crack this code, no matter what age you are, so that you can be able to attract an effed up man? A man who's fun, faithful, and wants forever to love your soul. A man who is your best friend, your romantic best friend. A man who is trustworthy, who adds value to your life, who is a masculine man. Who here wants that man? Because I'm going to just tell you all the truth. Now, if you're the type that's super sensitive and you don't really like the truth, you like people blowing smoke up your butt, then ma'am, I'm not for you, okay? I'm just going to tell you right now, you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad. But if you really want to know what's going to work for you so that this is easier for you, then stick around. Just so y'all know, besides the fact that I have helped many clients over 40 to build attract love, I was 36 when I got married to my love bug, and I had our child when I was 40. So for those of you who are like wanting to have kids, but you're like giving up because you think you're too old and you think there's not enough men, ma'ams, there's Build-A-Bears in all ages, okay? They don't concentrate in an age. But what I find is that when you clear your love blocks and when you have the right tools, then you can attract the good men. So the first thing you got to understand is there are plenty of good guys. There's plenty of good guys, ladies. What I find with a lot of women over 40 who are single, you have gotten so used to being single. You have gotten so used to being by yourself. You have gotten so used to doing everything yourself and operating in your masculine energy that you can't even recognize when a good man walks in front of you if he sat on top of your head. You don't have space for it. You're not receptive. When a man tries to open your door, you think he's insulting you. When a man is trying to be nice to you, then you're ignoring him. You can't see him. You don't even want it. You are rejecting it energetically. Energetically, you're putting out in the world that I'm not even interested because you're so jaded with all of the Build-A-Bears, with all the toxic men, with all the liars, with all the narcissists that you have dealt with, that now you are completely jaded and you can't even see the good man that's in front of you, the man that wants to take care of you. You can't even see it. You can't see the man at the coffee shop that's looking at you. You can't, you know how many times I see you guys where a man is like, can I help you with this? And you're like, no, I got it. I got it. We were, where were we at? We were somewhere. So we went skiing, in Colorado, right? And one of the things that we do every year is we go snowmobiling. So there was this lady who was there who was like pumping one of the snowmobiles for my son. And it was hard. Like she's sitting there struggling and she's not getting it turned on. So my husband goes over to her and he was like, can I help you with this? She goes, no, I got it. And y'all, she looks straight doofy. Like she's sitting there like pulling it. She's struggling with it. And she's not even like in her feminine energy enough to just let a man do it. Like, what do you have to prove? And so I find a lot of women, especially over 40, who it's like you have this pride thing that I have to do it. If I'm not doing it, then they're going to think I'm weaker. So I need to prove that I'm stronger. I need to prove that I'm worthy. I need to prove that I'm just as good as a man. So then you're not willing to accept help for a man. You're not willing to allow a man to contribute to your life. You're not willing to allow a man to make things easier for you. Energetically, you're not vibing like that. So many women that are over 40, usually you're financially stable, and you're like, well, I don't need a man for money. So then you end up attracting the Build-A-Bears. You end up attracting the men that are going to drain you. The men that want you to take care. Come on, am I lying? Anybody? Build-A-Bears love women like you. Women like you who have this, I got it. Let me give. Let me do for everybody else. If I don't do it myself, it's not going to get done right. Like Build-A-Bears in their feminine energy love women like you because they don't have to do nothing. You sitting there showing up on the date, paying for the date. You sitting there telling him he doesn't have to open your door. You're telling him, I don't really want much. I'm not really high maintenance. You're sitting there helping him when he's in a financial crunch, but he's always in some kind of financial crunch. You are like, I don't need anybody to pay for me. I got my own money. I just need a good man. Ma'am, the good men that I know are financially stable. Okay? Because what you do in one thing, you do in all things. If he's bad with money, he's going to be bad at being a husband. I don't care what you say. If he can't take care of himself, ma'am, please do pray tell, how is he going to take care of you? How is he going to take care of you, ma'am? But you're so used to doing it all, being it all. You can't even realize or recognize that you are worn out. Aren't you tired? Is nobody here tired? Are y'all not tired? Are you not tired of having to do everything? Are you not tired of being drained all the damn time? Are you not tired of attracting the same man? It's not because there's not good men, ma'am. That's not what it is. It's not. I have men all the time that come to me that are just as frustrated, that want a good woman that they can love. But the nice guys, y'all aren't interested in the nice guys. Y'all be making the nice guys feel bad for wanting to open your door. Like it's an insult. I had one woman come to me and she said that she went on a date with a guy and she stopped talking to him because the guy insisted on opening her door and paying for her dinner like she was too weak to do it herself. This is what she said. For those of you, you know, the type A women that like feel like I'm woman, hear me roar, that's making men feel bad about opening your door and paying for dinner. Can you just sit down somewhere and just be quiet, please? Because you're messing it up for everybody. Can you just go sit down somewhere, ma'am? Because you're definitely clouded with a chance to no ma'am. You are definitely highly in your masculine energy. That's masculine energy behavior. Masculine energy behavior is the doing, the giving, the having to be for other people all the time. When you show up on a date with a man and you already have this, I got it, I'm going to pay type of energy, you know the message it sends? It sends the message that I don't have the capacity to trust a man to get me, to have me, to support me, to have my back. I'm telling you not to have my back. I'm telling you I don't need you to add value to my life. I don't expect the man to show up who's going to add value to my life. I don't expect the man to show up who's going to have my back, be able to support me when I'm down, when I'm weak, when I'm not at my highest, when I'm not at my best. That's what you're basically saying. You're saying also, I don't feel worthy. I am not worthy of you treating me like the queen, like the prize that I am. And I'm telling you guys, women over 40 and close to 40 and above have this energy, this mindset all the time. All the time. And then God forbid you done watch your mother tolerate your daddy or other men do nothing while she ran around and did everything. Then you, ma'am, end up repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. It makes no damn sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that you guys are showing up to a date with your purse. I would never let a man disrespect me by having me pay for my food, my coffee, whatever, on a date that he invited me to. And ladies, if nobody's ever taught you this, you should never invite a man out on a date. That's backwards and that's masculine energy. Remember, ladies, who you're choosing is the most important decision. Who you choose intimately in your world is the most important decision. I don't care whatever you say. It's more important than the job you pick. It's more important than what side of town you live on. It is the most important decision. Why? Because if you choose the wrong man, it can affect you mentally. It can affect you emotionally. It can destroy you financially. You can lose your house. You can lose your car. You can lose your job. You can lose your friends. You can lose your life. And then, let's not even forget, when you choose the wrong man, all because you love him, all because you feel emotional, you feel connected, he's the one, and you haven't vet this man, then you choose a ragamuffin as a piss poor baby daddy. And then now your kids got to deal with the consequences. I'm telling you what it is. Because as women, we take the whole idea of selecting a partner way too lightly. And my goal is to wake you guys up. That's my goal, is to wake you up. You shouldn't be falling into nothing. What are you doing? Falling in love. No, you're not falling in love, ma'am. You're falling in lust, okay? You were horny and you slipped on aisle 5 and then you got addicted to him and then you tried to make a situation that was broken when it started working. And that's not how it works. You can't make a filet mignon dinner out of dog stew. It doesn't work like that. I'm saying this with nothing but love. So many of you guys have been through so much. You've seen so much. You've hurt so much. You've had men that you gave everything to because your mother, your aunts, your grandmothers didn't teach you how to select a man because, bless their heart, they didn't know what they was doing either. You grew up and you witnessed abuse. You grew up and you witnessed narcissism. You witnessed sexual trauma. You've been through all these things. And for a lot of you, to make up for it, you became perfectionists. You became these overachievers. You became this person that was going to prove your value in the things that you accomplished and what you obtained. And no matter how successful you are, no matter how much you obtain, you still keep attracting the same Build-A-Bear with a different face because your love blocks, your traumas are still there unhealed. You have been in therapy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And you're still dealing with the same crap over and over and over again. And then you get jaded. And then as you get jaded, that means that you start to expect all men to be players, all men to be liars, all men to be bad. And what you get in life is not what you want, but what you expect. So you get it. And because you get it over and over again, you lose trust in yourself. You lose a sense of value in yourself with each and every time a man takes a piece of you, takes a piece of your trust, and takes a piece of your body. So then now you're dating and you don't even know yourself. You haven't healed yourself and you don't trust yourself. So now you're blindly dating, hoping one day your JJ is going to strike gold. And it doesn't. At first, it seems like he's different, but he just ends up being, in the long run, the same exact man you've been choosing over and over and over again. And until you do the work, you're going to keep attracting the same Build-A-Bear. You're going to keep reinforcing the same pain. And then your kids are going to have to keep paying the price. Or you're going to have to keep being lonely or hurt. Or some of you guys think you're doing good. You're in so much pain, you done forgot what it feels like. You think it's normal. You think you're fine. You think you're good. You're not good, ma'am. You walk around with a resting bee face. You're not good, ma'am. You're not. You're not good. So what are you going to do in order to get good? Because at this point now, you are basically torturing yourself when you don't have to, for no reason. Because the men that you're attracting aren't going to change until you do. That's the truth. That's what it is. I don't know another pretty way to say it, ma'am. There's a lot of good men. And you know what? This is the sad and the scary part. Did you know that you have a soulmate? Did you know you have more than one soulmate? Did you know every day you turn your back on yourself, you are wasting time with your soulmate? Because really the time on this earth is very short. It's very short. Some of you guys don't even know what you feel anymore. Here's the kicker. Whatever energy, whatever intentions that you are holding, whatever vibrations you hold, that's what you're producing this year. You're going to produce a lot of that. It can't be one of those things that I'm a new year, new me, and then for a few weeks you're going to read a couple of books and then you go back to your old self. It's hard to change yourself because the behaviors aren't coming from you consciously. They're coming from you subconsciously. That's the reason why a lot of times counseling is not effective. Is because a lot of counselors do not know how to help you to tap into your subconscious mind. That's why a lot of counselors come to me. A lot of psychiatrists come to me. Why? Because I have unconventional ways. I've studied, I've learned how to use neurolinguistic programming. I've studied and learned how to use hypnotherapy, positive mind meditations, and other tools to help you to rewire your mind subconsciously so that you start to have new behaviors, new patterns, and new outcomes. Because if you're not doing that, then there's no way you're going to be able to change your life. You just can't, ma'am. So tell me what you want, ladies. When it comes to love, I want you to put it in the chat. What do you want? Ask yourself, what is it that I really want? What do you want? Do you know what you want? Some of you guys don't even like spending time with yourself. You want companionship, but you don't even want to be your own companion. A healthy marriage are two people who honor, love, and respect each other, who are best friends, and they have an agreement to co-create together. That's what a healthy marriage is. Anything else is not a healthy marriage. But here's the part that I think a lot of you guys are missing, because a lot of you guys, you are prepared for divorce the day you say hello to a man. So many of you guys have attracted men that equaled where you were, but then you start healing and growing, and then he can't even match you. And then you no longer even want him. He's not at the level that you grew to. Some of you guys are financially challenged, and your mind is financially challenged. And so then you keep saying you want a man with money. So then a man who acts like he has money, he's a farce, he's a fraud. He's a fake. And he comes and he convinces you that he has money. You get hooked on him. And then once you're already hooked, then he doesn't have money. Something happens. Now you're the one that's having to take care of him, and both of y'all are struggling together. Because you will always attract energetically what you're vibrating with. And you keep attracting men with all these potentials based on where you're at instead of where you're going, where you want to go. And if you do the work to become the best version of you, then now instead of attracting a man that's here, you can attract a man here.